All right, everybody, welcome to week 6 commissioner picks. We're doing it a little bit different today. I don't know where the hell my phone's at, so we are going to try to do this on the computer. You may get a little background noise over this way. Is my youngest one, and she is just loving life right now. Anyway, let's go ahead. We'll get into the games. First off, we got Paul's Wunderwolff versus Ligma Harball's Andy Reid. I don't know why that is always difficult for me to say, but it is. Anyway, projected to be a pretty close matchup. However, I do think, spoilers, that with a big week from George Kittle and a relatively close matchup throughout most of the other positions, that I do think we're going to end up having to give the win here to Ligma Harballs. Let me run through it. I'm expecting a big game out of Jordan Love, just like Flea Flicker is. I think Jalen Hurts and Justin Field continue to have big games here. Roshan in the middle of it right now. You can see right here. Got the game on if you want to watch it while we're doing it. It's fine. I think he gets to his projection, but it's nothing, nothing to write home about. Mir Abdullah is a nothing burger. Um, this one is going to be interesting. I am expecting a big game from Bucky Irving as he's going to be the lead back, but I just don't know if we're going to see anything out of Tyrone Tracy. Big game last weekend, so he could continue it, but I am looking at this week 5 performance as a fluke. So we'll take a look going forward. Got to be super bummed with Keenan Allen. I mean, dude has been a stud all of his career. He moves over here to Chicago, and it's not been a great start. But let's see what he does. Let's take a look to see how he's been though, right? Like 6, 3, 5, 1. I think this is the end of Keenan Allen's dominance. But let's take a look. I think he's also only on a 1-year deal at Chicago. Someone let me know if I'm wrong on that. Quentin Johnston has been up and down, mostly down after the first few weeks. Solid tight end in the flex position here. Um, yeah, I mean, 2 great weeks out of Tucker Kraft, so you gotta expect that he's gonna keep that up and putting that in the flex. So that means who are you running? George Kittle. Yeah, we already talked about it. Super good. George Pickens is a great athlete. It's not been great, right? It's been flaky. Actually, it's kind of similar to what we saw with Quentin Johnston, isn't it? Yeah, two good weeks. So I mean, I think they're good athletes. I don't even think it's a I don't even think Pickens is a quarterback issue, to tell you the truth. I don't know what's going on there, but maybe they're just not utilizing him well. Monroe St. Brown coming off a bye. I think that's going to be a big game, and they're up against Dallas, which is a perfect opponent for him to put up some big numbers. I am expecting him to go over. Tank Dell without Nico Collins. That ought to be fun to watch. I have him slotted in against JP in a redraft league. Roma Dunze is frustrating, and maybe Ligma Harballs can confirm if he's feeling this way. It's been exciting one time, and then beyond that, like this just sucks. Especially when you're looking at what the kid in New York is doing, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Like you got to be frustrated with this, but it's his first year. Let's see what he does. Um, yeah, I don't. I think the tight end position in the for the Giants should be a good option, but it's just not panning out right now. So I'm not expecting too much there. And then you got your kickers. Overall, I think that Ligma Harball takes the win here. Good job. All right, let's check out Peter's Straight Cash Homie versus Vince's Cancer Boy. Will Levis, not super stellar here, coming off an injury and a bye, so maybe he'll come back and get right. Josh Allen obviously puts up fine fantasy points, but man, that offense looks a little bit nervous, a little worrisome. On the other side, Brock Purdy had a huge game on Thursday, and Baker Mayfield, I think, is the number 3 quarterback right now. So what a freaking glow up for him. Love the numbers he's putting up. And against New Orleans, this should be really fun to watch. Not expecting a lot out of Zeke. Maybe he falls into the end zone um, after Rico Dowdle does his thing, but I think he's just a touchdown vulture at this point. James Conner, golly, the guy has, I mean, I remember trading James Conner when I thought he was done, and I think that was 2 seasons ago. That second looks like a horrible trade now for James Conner, considering what he's done. So I'm gonna guess he keeps putting out this year 14.5. Let's say he does it. I think he does. David Montgomery against Dallas. Again, big numbers there. I don't know what the spread is, but um, I expect David Montgomery put up those numbers. Austin Eckler has been fantastic this year. I mean, again, another old guy just doing big things. Look at these numbers. Just doing fantastic stuff. So expect to see him. Chris Godwin has been a sneaky good wide receiver again, even coming off the injury. So I do expect, hey, easy on the Joy-Cons there, little cutie. Little baby came over here and grabbed my Xbox controller. Yeah, expect to see good things out of Chris Godwin again. DJ Moore, man, again, roller coaster, right? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Does he come back again right before the bye? I mean, we got it on right here, right there. That takes me a second to get used to that one. So maybe he has a good second half. Right now, it's not looking very good for him though. Terry McLaurin, it's been fun to see him play again. He's not been very scary, Terry, but the last few weeks he's had some numbers, right? 11, 15, and 18. Those are good stuff. Don't touch anything in there, you crazy little child. My God, she almost turned off the damn computer in the middle of this. Calvin really sucks. I'm so glad we got rid of him in Atlanta. Bummer of a career for him, though. And then Amari Cooper and Deshaun Watson. Sorry, I'm still playing defense over here on my side. Amari Cooper, I think, has had one of the most frustrating careers with quarterbacks, maybe of all wide receivers in the past decade or two. I mean, this is baloney, right? And it's because of Deshaun. He looks horrible. That team looks horrible. They look like clowns. So I don't know. Let's see what happens, I guess. Um, AJ Brown coming back from an injury, hasn't played in 4 weeks, coming off of a bye, should be ready. Excited to see him and Devontae back. I don't think that means good things for Goddard, but I do think it means good things for the Eagles in general. So happy to see it. Um, I think he comes back in a big way. I think 13 is underscored. And then Trey McBride, he was such a hot tight end coming into this year. He's been up and down, 2 games big, 2 games down. So, let's see what happens there. I mean, what do you do? It's 50-50 right now. So I don't know. I don't think he does it. Mark Andrews, good God almighty, that sucks so far this year. Just absolutely a joke. I think, let's see, Mark Andrews is going to be a bust. Amari Cooper may get to 10 points. DJ Moore's probably not getting to 12. Man, this is going to be a tough matchup. Um, I think the DJ Samuel might be the breaker there. So yeah, DJ Samuel, Brock Purdy already well over their projections. I think I'm gonna have to go with Peter. I'm horrible at predicting Vince's games though, so if I put money on Peter, it probably goes to Vince. I think Peter wins it 3-3, Vince 3-3. That's a good little matchup. All right, let's take a look now at Lindennt versus Mihow. Jameis Winston. Are we going to see him? I don't think we see him this week, but I am excited for it. It's going to happen by the end of this year, I think. I think they've got to move off of Deshaun, even if they got to eat the money. There's no way someone's picking up that dang. God, what a freaking catch in the end zone. My God, Keenan Allen heard me and said, let me show you. What a freaking touchdown right there. That was great. Anyway, Jameis Winston coming back. Probably by the end of the year. I don't think it happens anytime soon. I don't think anyone's picking up Deshaun's contract. Why would they? He looks like garbage. Christian Kirk, I don't think he does much more than 2 points. Yeah, it's not happening. Najee Harris, what has Najee done this year? 10, I mean, reliable RB2. Love to have that. Kenneth Walker, though, the bone zone, as some like to call him, he has been outstanding, and he was again this weekend, or Thursday, so I love the double Atlanta wide receivers. Um, Darnell Mooney has made some incredible catches this year, and Drake London, he's a high point king. I mean, he's so tall. Throw it up there. He's got good enough hands. I'm biased, obviously. I'm not going to spend a whole lot more time on this. We're not looking at a very competitive match. We don't even have a full roster team over on the other side. Shame on you, Linden. Shame on you. But yeah, I think Mike Mihow gets the win, even with a Jameis spot in there. That's not going to be necessary. Getting your first win, Mike. Proud of you, buddy. All right, let's talk about Erik's TurdFergson versus JJ's JK Dobbins. Right now, we got it projected at neck and neck. So this is going to be a fun one to break down. Anthony Richardson, he is back, right? Is he back? Is he back? Bueller? I don't know. This is looking a little scary over here. I think he needs to be back, and I think he needs to be back in a big way. But I just don't know if it's going to happen. He looks the same as he did in Florida, but I mean, it's basically his rookie year, so who knows? Jared Goff, I mean, Jared Goff, man. How do you think the Rams feel about trading Jared Goff? I mean, clearly the Rams got their chip, so they can't be too mad. But dang, Jared Goff has looked really good in Detroit. Alvin Kamara, an absolute monster still, and the guy's like 30. Yeah, 30, ancient. I'm over here at 38. I would absolutely cripple and die if I took a hit like him. Um, DeAndre Swift, yeah, I mean, as your RB2, what a great RB2 spot to have there. That's super nice. Zach Moss has looked good. K Dot and then flex is a little risky, but hey, it could happen. It's going to be a big game today. I think he falls into the end zone. Nelson Aguilar, not much to say there. Jamar Chase, though, CJ Stroud, that's a solid team. No wonder you got 130 points projected. I don't think Anthony Richardson comes back today with the 18 points, so Saquon Barkley has been lights out. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be great again. J.K. Dobbins. Off the bye against Denver, which we know is not going to allow you to put up a lot of points. I don't think you're getting to 14 points with J.K. Dobbins. Khalil Shakir is hurt, and that team has looked like doo-doo butter at times. Yeah, 50-50 here on the points, on being happy with his points that he puts up. Yeah, I think 4.7 is actually under projecting. I think he's actually gonna get past that, but we'll see. Garrett Wilson, fight me on it. He's a good wide receiver. He's not a great wide receiver. It's not an Aaron Rodgers issue. Anytime you press him, he he can't fight. So, and I don't know. Again, I know that's a hot take, but I don't think he's getting to 12-4. He certainly could. It's certainly a good team to go against and do it. But yeah, I don't think he's doing it, folks. I don't think he's doing it. I think he's going to be pretty ticked off about this season again. Wan'Dale Robinson, though, I mean, he's been putting up some points. Let's take a look at that real quick. Yeah, I mean, you got to be happy with that. Your wide receiver three, wide receiver two, that's fine. I mean, you got other wide receivers up here, so either way. Um, hmm, I can see why this is going to be tight. I do think that we've got a negative value on Anthony Richardson. I don't think J.K. Dobbins gets here. And we didn't even talk about Zay Flowers. I mean, that certainly could play out. That's a good matchup today. It's a fun one to watch. I want to say that Erik actually gets the win, though. I think Erik takes the win, moving him to 4-2, moving JJ to 4-2 as well. All right, let's take a look at Tyreek's cardiac arrest versus Mike's Caleb Williams. Come on down. Obviously, Caleb Williams, where is he? He's already put up some big numbers today. You gotta love that. Um, he's really started to come around. He's been fun to watch. I think this is the Caleb Williams that we expected. Maybe even gets a little bit better from here. Oh, we got Trevor on the scramble to the outside. Ooh, nice. Picks up 6 or 7 yards. That's pretty solid. Anyway, Dak Prescott and Caleb Williams. What a dynamic duo to have. On the other side, you got Geno Smith. He looked fine. He looked fine. Um, you don't love to see this. Alexander Madison has also been fine, but you don't want to see that in your super flex. That's gonna hurt you there. Um, Travis Etienne, my God, I have him in a flex or a redraft league, and I am so bummed about this. I don't know if he's still hurt. I don't know what his designation is, but man, that sucks. Yeah. I think I just lost my headphones in the middle of that. So anyway, gotta hate to see that. Hate to see Travis Etienne being so bad. I think he was a top 20 running back through all of this. So I mean, you would expect him to be doing better, but not the case. Jerome Ford, Derrick Henry. My God, isn't he like RB1, RB2 right now? It's something silly. Incredible performances by him. I mean, just incredible. So that's great to see. Chuba Hubbard, Tyler Lockett with a big game. Hey, ask Mama to help you. I can't help you right this second. I'll help you in a minute. The toddler strikes again. Oh man, this is a tough one. Stefon Diggs ought to have a big game against New England and with Nico out, so I'm expecting him and Tank to do big things. I can see why this has Erik close to winning. I think Etienne needs to get at least 10 points though to keep you in there, Erik. Um, Devin Singletary got ruled out this morning. Mike, you better catch that. That might actually be the one that puts the nail in the coffin there for you. Keon Coleman's look good. T. Higgins, where are we at with him? Am I just like I didn't watch the last week game, so like I didn't see how good he did or how well he played? I don't know. Let's look for it this weekend against the Giants. Should be fun. Um, this guy has no hands. Did anyone else see this? Like Dontavian Wicks, plenty of opportunity, no hands. Let's look for it against Arizona. But my God, the guy had all the volume last week. So, um, if Singletary gets in, and if Etienne doesn't get his 10 points, this is going to be a really interesting matchup. But I'm going to guess Mike fixes this. I'm going to guess Etienne doesn't get 10 points. So we're going to say Mike's Caleb Williams gets the win, moving him to 4-2. All right, all rookie team versus Sons of the Harpy. Not too shabby. It's definitely close enough to spend some time on it. Spencer Rattler this weekend. Nice trade in the league. I liked it. Throwing down the gauntlet on his take there for JP, plus Jaden Daniels. Actually, that should be really fun to watch, the two of them. I think Spencer has a real opportunity to do well. He was incredible early on in college. Maybe he can get that back. I'm hoping he does. That would be a great win there for the league, for the NFL, everybody. Bo Nix is playing well. Deshaun Watson looks like absolute doo-doo butter. And then let's get into the other pieces here. Breece Hall, Jaylen Warren, Chase Brown, Tyler Goodson. Yeah, Tyler Goodson. Man, that ought to be pretty close actually between the two of them. Breece Hall, I don't think has looked very good. Let's look at his points though. Yeah, the last two games. Um, you never know when they have a coaching change like they did this weekend in New Jersey. I mean, he could come out and put up 30 points because of that, and also he could come in and put another 5 pointer. So I'm gonna lean towards the staying with being bad side of the equation. Romeo Dobbs, he was dinged up last weekend, wasn't he? Wasn't that why Dontavian Wicks got so much volume? Yeah, so maybe he's still a little dinged up here. Rashid Shaheed, um, that's a bummer. Juan Jennings, yeah, Jawan Jennings, Mike Evans. I'm actually not starting him in one of my leagues. Mike Evans historically is horrible against New Orleans. I would say you're not getting this, and I'd put money on it. So that's not happening for you, buddy. I'm so sorry. Ray McLeod, that's 3.5 yards, three receptions. Yeah, it's doable. It's doable. I don't know if it happens, but it's certainly doable. How many times has he gotten to 8 points? 3 times. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Hate to go chalk here, but it does look like it. Yeah, let's give it to Sons of the Harpy here. Look at that. Oh, nice defense. All right, let's move into the next one. Hydra, Hydra, Hydra versus Where is Jay? Aubrey. This is your best lineup so far this week or this season. I'm excited for you. Um, Daniel Jones is still a quarterback in the NFL. I That might be the nicest thing I can say. This is such a dirty player right here. Such a dirty player. That dude is ridiculous. But I don't think Daniel Jones and Jaden Reed can win it for you. I do think that I'm going to give it to Hydra, Hydra, Hydra here. We need some Brian Thomas love though. He's looked good this season. We need him to keep looking good though. For my pick to play out, I think Hydra, Hydra, Hydra wins it. Drake May versus Houston's going to be a fun matchup to watch. Yeah, I'm going to stick to it. Hydra, Hydra, Hydra wins. Again, I guess going chalk, but it makes sense to me. 5-1 for Hydra, Hydra, Hydra. Good stuff. All right, last but not least, starting Bijan is the Pitts. Man, what a great name and what a sad name. Kyle Pitts, you suck, dog. Um, all right, let's take a look. Lamar Jackson, the guy's a stud, number one QB in the league right now. Aaron Rodgers, Cam Akers, Justice Hill. Justice Hill got a new contract this year, and he's definitely, it wasn't a big contract, but I think it was appropriate for how they use him, how much they use him. So good stuff there. Bijan Robinson, bad week last week. I hate to see 10 points out of him, right? He should be he should be double that every week. Maybe quadruple that every week. Should be 50 points every week. But he's not. So I digress. Um, I don't know if you guys have been watching it, but he's been getting better. I wonder if the injury is starting to feel a little bit in the rearview mirror. Chris Olave, I was talking to JP about this as a Spencer Rattler guy owner now. We could see a big game from Olave this weekend. If Spencer Rattler hyper focuses Olave, I mean that that could totally happen. It's not been a super good year for him. I mean, we've definitely had some good games, right? But like, it's just not been what you want. Um, is he even playing? Is this guy even playing? I thought he got arrested yesterday or this week. Um, I'm gonna guess he's back in the doghouse though. What a fucking idiot if that's actually true. Maybe I'm just getting bamboozled here, but yeah, I'm not. I'm actually thinking this is gonna be closer to like 4 points. We'll see. CeeDee Lamb's a boss. Jackson Smith and Jigba, man, he should be a boss, but he's not been putting up good stuff. These are fine. I think that this is still a little bit lower than where he should be. But hey, you're not mad with double digits. Kyle Pitts, Pat Fryermuth. Am I crazy for telling you that I will take Pat Fryermuth over Kyle Pitts every game this year? Fight me. I'm gonna give me the win. I don't often do it, but I'm gonna give me the win, moving me to 5-1. Anyway, that's the end of it. Sorry if I rambled on. This ended up being quite long. I'll try to put some points in the hey kitty, get your tail out of the way. Try to put some timestamps in there for us if I can figure out how to do that. But otherwise, as always, go Falcons.